Hello.
We are going to meet up with the Tendo and the Hannah and do a little trip up north of Flagstaff. So we're pretty excited. We've never been to the Bookman's up there. There's also a couple Game Stops, Goodwill, Savers. So pretty excited to see what we can find. We're at Flagstaff.
Hooray!
Yay, it's right over there. You'll see Bookman's and Hannah and Dallas. Finally here. 2-3 hours.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. There's like trees and stuff everywhere. I don't know what these are. There's too much green.
A cool breeze.
Cool breeze. Oh, it's nice. It's like 70, something like that. So excited to go in and see what kind of games we can find. So here it goes.
First thing I see is Wayne's World in box. That's awesome. Found all I need, Wayne's World in box.
Classic Games Overload. That's actually what we were looking for.
$50, that's not bad.
No. Do we have Mega Man Advent ZX?
Maybe.
Maybe. What about any good stuff down here?
Some brain assist.
Marvel Madness. A lot of PSP stuff. Anything good?
Mystic Defender for Genesis. Is that a RPG?
I don't know. Has an RPG price. Oh, here. Oh. Some good Game Boy stuff. Got Leaf Green, Duel Masters, Elf Bowling, you know, the ever important.
I think that's actually a good price for Wayne's World.
Huh.
It's a little crunchy.
Yeah. Chrono Trigger.
220 in that quality? No thanks. So they have Crystal Warriors here. That's one of my favorite tactics games in history, and it is worth double that. So we're buying that 100%. That's awesome. We've got some pretty cool stuff.
The GameCube stuff there. The nicer stuff's over here on the shelf.
Oh, you have Ikaruga?
Yeah, $70.
Oh,
I mean, it's not that surprising it's here, but the fact it's just out on the shelf.
that's incredible.
I mean, we've got them locked up. I was surprised. I walked around the corner and saw that on the shelf. I was like, what?
What? Yeah.
I guess they reduced the footprint of their lockboxes.
Yeah. The worst Wii game ever.
Wii Music.
This one used to be worth more, but 50.
Yeah, the Wii. I think it's worth a ton on the PS2 or something. Like
Yeah. Xbox, meh. Zoid's Assault.
It's an RPG.
Definitely has an RPG price. Tactical RPG. Yeah, this is pretty cool to see, but it is beat up.
So we already have that though?
Yeah. This is the VHS section. Park. That one piece of anime. Elvis trading cards? Want some Elvis trading cards, honey?
No.
Nah. So what'd you think of that Bookman's?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely smaller than a lot of the ones in Tucson, but we found probably the find of the month for $5.
They had a lot of really good stuff that I haven't seen at our local Bookman's or even Tucson.
Or it would have been bought if it was in like Phoenix. So
Yeah.
Stay tuned. The $5 pickup's awesome. Hey everyone, I'm Dan,
I'm Elisa.
and this is JRPG Life, and we're back from Flagstaff. It's about 2 to 3 hours north of us, and we took a cool trip with Dallas and Hannah. So we're excited to always go out of town with friends, and this time we went north instead of south. So it was cool. And we did some shopping. So we wanted to go over real quick what we came up with. So you want to start?
So at Bookman's, we found some stuff that we don't normally see. Came across this Xbox 360 game called Zoid's Assault. I didn't know that this one was actually an RPG a few months ago, but I learned that it is, and it's a tactical RPG. So, and it's also an Atlas game, you know, one of my favorite producers. And so I got this one, and it's complete, and it's minty.
And now we have it.
So excited to add that to our collection.
And then, so I'll start with one of my favorites. So, growing up, I had a Game Gear. My grandpa bought me a Game Gear. And one of my favorite games on Game Gear, I've been looking for a good price, is Crystal Warriors. So we talked about this on a previous show. This is one of my favorite tactical RPGs. It's super simple, like peanut butter and jelly simple, right? But it's a great time, highly recommended. And for $20, it's worth like 33, 34.
Yeah.
And we usually don't find it below like 45 everywhere. So excited to finally get this back. Lost my old copy.
That Bookman's was fairly well priced on most things. There's some things that they're a little high on, but we found some good stuff.
Yeah.
So the next game that we picked up, this is Heavenly Guardian.
Oh yeah.
And it is actually a spiritual successor to Pocky and Rocky. So it's the same kind of game style where you team up with your second player and you go around fighting like Japanese style feudal era monsters. And it's pretty brutal.
Just like Pocky and Rocky.
We also have the Wii version of this one. But the nice thing about this one is it doesn't have the waggle controls.
Yeah,
so
we don't need Wii Motion. That's fine.
So we'll probably enjoy this version of it better.
That's awesome. It's very cool they had that. The next one on the list was Mega Man ZX Advent. So we don't know a lot about some of the DS Mega Man games, but we are trying to collect them all.
Yeah.
We had ZX, we didn't have ZX Advent. So comment below if you know what the big differences are and you're a big Mega Man fan like we are. But this one was complete and super clean, so pretty excited to pick that one up too and add that to collection. So I've never seen that in a while.
So this one just caught my eye. It is Mystic Defender. I honestly wasn't sure if it was an RPG game, but it's actually a
it's a run and gun shooter.
It's a run and gun shooter like Contra.
Yeah. So, some of you probably know more about this game than us. We aren't huge Genesis fans, but there are some games that we find that we're like, you know what, we want to play that. So we do have a few Genesis games, and this will go happily in our collection.
Yeah, like there's some like horror games that would be fun to collect. The Splatterhouse series would be cool.
Like 32X and all that, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is great. I'm glad you saw that. That's a cool pickup.
Like I just like also just like medieval style artwork and games and stories and whatnot.
Yeah. So the next one we got is actually, you know, Resonance of Fate. I played a little bit of this one. We liked the little bit that we played. But honestly, the reason we got that is because I think it's a little bit of a quality upgrade for us. And it was $5. PS3 shot up temporarily when we talked about the closing of the online shops, and then they said, you know what, we're not going to close them anymore, and the price went back down. But I think this is going to be one of them that's going to be hard to find soon, so I want to pick up a few of those to make sure we have them.
Yeah, when they do decide to officially shut down the store, yeah, I believe this one's also available on Xbox 360, but the PS3 version will probably be more valuable in the future.
Yeah, totally. PlayStation stuff's always more valuable than Xbox.
So,
we'll go to this one first because that's our best one.
okay.
That's the secret to the end. Got a 3DS game we didn't have. This one's kind of uncommon. $15 3DS game. Classic Games Overload. We are casually going for complete with 3DS, so it's good to pick up another one of those we didn't have.
We're more than halfway through. I want to say we're like 60%.
Yeah, we're at like 300.
Yeah, there's like 450 games ish.
So we'll get there.
Yeah.
They're starting to go up in price, but they're not going up as fast as Vita is, so we're being a little casual about it. This was cool. Everybody knows what this is. This is Ikaruga, right? We have the Switch version of it by Nicalis. And this one's going to be exciting to open at some point to play, because this is probably the one we'll play. But GameCube's going up in value. Get it now if you want it. And this is one of the games we wanted on GameCube. It's complete. And, we paid $70. That's what it's worth right now. But it's going to go up. And glad to finally have it. You don't see these in Phoenix.
Yeah, like we don't see these very often, like in our area. Like we've seen them at the state for, bigger prices, but this was pretty surprising to see.
Yeah, these things don't sit in shelves very often in the Valley. Mm-hmm. People will drive across town to get it if they need to. So this is sitting on the shelf at Bookman. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
Just incredible. So you should talk about the last and favorite thing we found today.
So this was pretty cool. I believe Dallas has the footage of me finding this. So I was looking at the original 3DS stands that are used as chargers, and underneath them, this was sticking out about like this on a very low glass shelf. And I wasn't 100% sure, but I was pretty sure. And I've never seen this in person. And we've looked high and low for this.
We literally almost dropped $30 to $40 on one of these on eBay the other day.
So, do any of you recognize what this is?
We paid $5 for this.
Comment below if you know what this is before we tell you. So comment below now if you know exactly what this belongs to, because it only belongs to one thing. Alright? So
drum roll, please.
That one thing is this 3DS box for Kid Icarus.
Yes. So we bought that
the inner
for
box
a great price at some point. And this is a complete game, right? This is a good. It's like a Panzer Dragoon style where you're behind him while he's shooting things. All that. The gameplay is actually really good, but it is kind of a challenge because it's controls and stylus. But complete game, right? We had that one first.
So you'll notice on this little sticker here, it says that it includes a 3DS stand.
So we bought this box second. We actually picked this box up in Tucson at
another Bookman's.
Right, and they had this one for $5 because it was just a box.
And this is the stand that goes inside. Now, if you look on eBay, people will try to sell this for over $30. We were contemplating doing that or just buying a complete version because, it's one of those things, like it just drives you crazy. Yep. And to really enjoy the experience of this game, you want this stand.
So stoked about that. $5.
Yeah, so
it's unbelievable.
I'm really glad that
we've been researching that recently, right? So it's fresh in the memory.
Yeah.
So that little bit popping out, you're like, I know what that is.
Yeah, my spidey sense was tingling. Like, I was pretty sure I knew what it was. Easily
find of the day. So comment below, what's your favorite thing that we picked up? Do you have any experience with some of these games we haven't played? Like, Mega Man ZX, Mystic Defender, any of these that we haven't played a lot of? Maybe Zoid's Assault, which we recently learned about. And let us know what you think. Which one of these should we play first? Because we do play almost all of our games every chance we can. We might not complete all of them, but we'll play all of them. That's what we collect them for.
We'll pull something off this shelf and play, a couple hours and see if we're like into this or try something else. you know, because our free time's precious.
Yeah, and give us a shout out if you've also played Crystal Defenders or Crystal Warriors, and much respect for the Game Gear and for that game. So that is all we have for you today. Check back again for more pickups, and keep in touch with our channel. Hit the bell if you want to see more and know when we're posting videos. We try to post one a week.
Yep.
Obviously, like and subscribe if you want to see more and you like what we're doing. And we're trying to just get some more subscribers. We're at about 150, 160 right now, and I guess the next big step would be like maybe 250. So remember, when you're trying to complete a game or find games you don't see locally and you got to go out of town for them, in the end, the couple that plays together stays together. Take care. We'll see you next time.